Hi guys, my name is Denis Lifentsov. Welcome to my channel about cross-cultural communication. In every video we discuss some specific national communication style, and today I want to tell you about Irish style of communication. Let's imagine you are preparing for business negotiations with your partner from Ireland, or you are going to raise a glass or two in an Irish pub in Dublin. In all these cases, you need to know how to communicate with the Irish guys successfully. To understand it better, I've asked several questions to my good Irish friend Gary Spain. Gary has an impressive professional career, including about 10 years in one of the leading global multinational corporations. And also Gary is a true football fan, following his club Limerick and Irish national team all over the world for many years. Gary, how would you describe Irish communication style?
So my understanding is, certainly as an Irish person, we'd be very relaxed, very informal in our communication style, and probably very indirect as well. So you can think of some nations, I would think of the Germans as being very direct. They say what we mean. I suppose as Irish people, we don't make it as obvious. We don't want to cause conflict or anything like that. So we'd be very informal. We'd try and find a way around saying something.
What about famous Irish humor?
Another thing Irish people try to do is joke a lot when they're communicating. So maybe that humour gets lost sometimes in translation or in talking to people from other countries. But you would tend to joke a lot.
What about stereotypes about the UK and Ireland?
It's very different, and I think there's probably a difference. I appreciate many foreign people may not understand there's quite a big difference between the UK and Ireland. I know we get lumped together, and we're actually a lot smaller than England or the rest of the UK, but we are actually very different as well. And I suppose that's in many ways we would be very relaxed, very informal, very friendly. We never really we never invaded anyone. We never had any wars. We don't have any sort of hatreds or anything like that.
What should we remember in general before communication with our Irish friends and partners?
I don't think there is anything in particular. I mean, in general, I think there's a general talk, don't mention religion or politics, but I think Irish people will be quite happy to talk about subjects like that. I suppose some things that might upset people, but I think it's not so much people coming from further away. Many people assume that Ireland, Republic of Ireland, is part of the UK and it's governed by England, and that's actually not true. It's an independent country, part of the EU. Northern Ireland is part of the UK, so I think people don't like it when people make that assumption. If I come on to subjects that Irish people do like to talk about, I suppose an obvious one is sport. People generally have an interest in sport. So football is huge in Ireland. It's probably the biggest sport, and that's something we'd have a lot in common with people in the Ukraine. We also have our own sports in Ireland, Gaelic football and hurling, so you could ask people to just explain or talk about them. I'm sure people would be happy to talk about that. And another sport that's actually very popular in Ireland is rugby. Now, I know it's not that popular in Ukraine, but it is big. It's big in Ireland. It's big in places like England, Scotland, France, Australia, New Zealand. It's huge in New Zealand. So in general, sport to be a pretty safe topic to talk about. Another thing Irish people talk a lot about is the weather, because it's in some ways we have the best weather in the world, and in some ways we have the worst weather in the world. In that, the best in that it never gets too hot or never gets too cold, but it's often kind of just dull. We get a lot of rain, so it's something Irish people probably talk about a lot. English is our first language. We do have our own language called Irish, but everybody generally grows up speaking English, apart from a tiny proportion of the population. And feel free to practice your English with any Irish person on any topic you'd like to talk about, because I'm sure we'd be happy to chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary, and thank you guys for watching my channel. Don't forget to put like to this video if you actually liked it, and don't forget to click subscribe and watch other videos about different national communication styles on my channel. Thank you, stay tuned, bye bye.